What's up, everyone? It's Heather here. How's everyone doing? I know it's been a while. It's been a little while since I've put out a video. Reason being, I've been trying to work through some of the yarn I already have, so I haven't made any like large purchases. I've only bought a couple things here and there. Only because, like I said, I'm trying to use up some of the yarn that I have, and I've been breaking through it. Working on different projects, using up some yarn. So, um, I have bought a little bit though because I have projects in mind. So my goal is that I don't purchase yarn unless it's something I know I'm going to use and I have a project in mind for it. So if I don't have a project in mind for it, or I'm not sure I'm really going to use it anytime soon, then I'm not going to buy it. So it's going to be a lot of smaller orders because, like I said, I want to have a use for it. I don't want it just sitting there. So, I did order some stuff though. So, the Premier bobbins, everybody's familiar with those by now. I did order some more of those because they were still $10.99. They're still whatever percent off. Because I have projects in mind for them. So, I ordered the Premier bobbin. I have this one already. I already unboxed this color. It's 181 yards per color, or 543 yards altogether for the whole bobbin. It's a medium 4-weight anti-peeling acrylic. Yeah. And this color is called Peachy Keen. But I have projects in mind for this, so I needed another one of those. And I got it in Deep Sea. Grays and blues. It's gray and blue. Like a I don't know what that would be called. I'm not very good with colors, I swear. But I do have projects in mind for this. And this one is called Nighttime. It's just black and gray. And then I have this color too. This one is Cherry's Jubilee. So, I have this one too. This one is Cherry's Jubilee. But I have projects in mind for those. And then I was at Walmart and I found they had the Red Heart Super Saver Metallic. So I ordered some of this. This is looking red, but it's actually fuchsia. I don't know why my camera's picking up like a red. It's fuchsia. It's really pretty pink. Let me see if I can fix it real quick. I apologize. I'm trying to... My lighting is always so terrible. Let me see here. That's a little better. So yeah. So I got this from Walmart. It was like $3 something for a skein. It's 5 ounces, 142 grams, 255 yards, 233 meters. 100%, well, it's 98% acrylic, 2% other fibers, which is going to be the metallic that runs through it. It's a medium 4-weight, machine wash, warm. That's all it says. Yeah, it says you can dry. Oh. So, anyways, yeah, I got the fuchsia. And then I got it in light gray. That's all. It's just light gray. The Super Saver Metallic. So, they're like $3 something a piece at my Walmart. I got them because, honestly, I make little, I follow All My Crochet and Crafts. I follow her, and she does a lot of American Doll dresses and like little tiaras, and she crochets a bunch of stuff. So I follow along with her and I make stuff for American Dolls because I know lots of little girls. I have nieces. So I crochet stuff that she shows. I follow along with her and I crochet stuff for American Dolls. They have dolls that are like similar size to the American Doll. So I got those for that. So I do have a use for them. And then I finally broke down and I bought the Caron latte cakes, the newer colors, the new colors that they have. I bought a couple of colors because they had, I went to Michael's and they had 20% off, so it brought them down a little cheaper. So yeah, I bought a couple of them. Because they're $9.99 a piece, so nobody really wants to pay $9.99. You know, that's $10 for one. Nobody really wants to do that, but I love the latte cakes. The latte cakes are 58% acrylic, 42% nylon, bulky 5, machine washable and dryable, 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, 530 yards, 485 meters. And this one is called Kissy Kiss. Kissy Kissy. Oh, Kissy Kissy. It's really pretty. I love those colors. And I got 2 of those. So, I'm going to make, I already know what I'm making with those. And I'll tell you in a second. And you guys might laugh at me. And then I got it in Iced Leaves. I thought this one was really pretty too. And it's so soft. Like, if most of you might have already have felt the latte cakes, and they are just soft. And they're not hard to work with. You would think because it's so fuzzy, but it's not. I've worked with it before. So, I know because I've worked with it before, because what I did is I love that yarn, and I think it's soft. Okay, little backstory. My husband works nights, so I have the bed all to myself till about 4 o'clock in the morning. So I have this big old king-size bed, and just me in it. So I have a cuddle blanket that I cuddle with at night. I literally cuddle with it. So instead of a pillow, because pillows to me are just too bulky. So, and I sleep with a cuddle blanket. And the funny thing is I made the cuddle blanket out of the latte cake in like a burgundy, in the like burgundy color that they had. So yeah, but the problem is my kids like to try to steal it. If they see it on my bed, they try to snag it and run off with it because they want one. So I have some gray, like solid gray, and then I have a gray and a cream colored swirled one. So I bought these to make the kids their own little cuddle blankets, so they'll stop trying to steal mine. So I have enough to make all the kids their own cuddle blankets. So that's just a little backstory. Sorry, I'm rambling. Okay, so that's all I have for yarn. So if you want to shut me off now, you can, because that's all I have for yarn. If you want to see what I've been working on, go ahead and continue to watch. I'll show you what I've been working on. So I found Crystal from Bag O' Day Crochet. Now I have chickens, well, roosters in my kitchen. I have roosters. I just love roosters, and it just goes with the kitchen. And I love farm stuff, farm animals. I used to actually farm. My ex-husband had a farm, so I used to farm. So I love farm animals. I love cows, horses, chickens, all that stuff. So, plus I grew up on farms when I was younger too. So it's just in my nature. I just love farm animals. Another little side story. So I don't know why I never saw these before, because I love Crystal from Bag O' Day Crochet. I watch all her videos. And I don't know why, but I didn't notice that she had this little rooster on there. A little pot, like a little pot, I don't know, you set your pot on it. I can't think of the name right now. It's late, I don't know. So you set your pot on it. But I doubled it. So I could actually use this because it's double thickness. I could actually use it as a pot holder. So I got that. I made this. So I doubled it. So I made 2 of them, and I sewed them all together around. But her little loop thing to hang it up was right here in the middle. But when I did that, and I want to hang it on my wall above my stove, he flopped over, so I decided that I would put it here instead to hold him up. So he hangs a little bit, it hangs better on the wall, but so he hangs up. So I made a couple of those, so that way they can talk to each other, you know, look cute. But I thought those were neat. So that, and it's a really easy pattern to follow. She makes it so simple. And I thought it'd be hard, but it's not. It's really easy. So if you want to check those out, you can. Uh, they're in her home decor. She has like all like different, like, like her 4 weights, her 3 weights, home decor, shawls, scarves. It's in the home decor one. If you go through her playlist, it's in her home decor. So, and then I think this pattern I got from Jada and Stitches, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure. I made some little coasters for like Christmassy. Thought it kind of looked like snowflakes. And I made them out of the home cotton, the Premier Home Cotton Glitz. So, made those. Made a couple of those. Because nobody likes rings on, wet rings all over their table and stuff. And I drink coffee, so if my coffee drips a little bit, I don't want to have to clean up sticky stuff off my table. I'd rather just grab it, toss it in the wash, and not have to clean my table every time I make a mess. I'm not gonna lie. It happens. And my kids are just as bad. So I've trained them to use coasters. Even my husband, I had to train him to use coasters. So, because I have glass tables and I don't want to have to keep cleaning, like, it's just a lot of Windex. So, and then I made these. Now, these are supposed to be, they're supposed to be pumpkins. This is a Jada and Stitches pattern. It was her apples or pumpkin coasters. And and it looks like an orange. And I think, in all honesty, it's because I used the Premier Home Cotton Ocean, the Premier Home Cotton Orange Splash. I used the orange splash, so it looks more like an orange instead of a pumpkin, because pumpkins don't really look like that coloring. It's more of a bright orange, and with the white in it, it looks like a pumpkin or an orange. But yeah, so that was it's still cute for summertime, I guess. I mean, I could still use them in the summer. And then this is another Jada and Stitches. I love Jada and Stitches too. She's another one that I follow a lot. She made, these are newer on her, that she just recently posted not too long ago. They're her sunflower coasters. So I thought these were really cute. And I have so much cotton yarn in so many different colors. So I'm trying to use it up and figure out things to make with it other than just washcloths. So I was like, ooh, maybe I can make coasters for like every holiday. Like for like all the seasons. For like, winter, Christmas. Like I wanted to make like for holidays and seasons. So this is cute for fall. It's a really big coaster too. But I thought it was cute because it kind of, the little petals kind of fold up. You set a cup on there. So, but yeah, this is her sunflower coaster. She had so I made some of those. She also did the placemats, the sunflower placemats. Placemats are useless in my house. I have placemats and I've put them down. I have really cute ones too, and the kids just push them aside and still put their plates on the table. So whatever. Or they end up on the floor because somebody knocked it off the table. They're pointless in my house. So they're just stacked nice and neat and put away. And this is a Bag O' Day crochet pattern. I don't remember what it was, but it is in her home decor. She used a different colors. I wanted like a Christmassy color for this because I thought it looked cute. I mean, this is the Premier Home Cotton Glitz too. And you put look at how it like, put your cup right here and it like, whoop, you look down and you see a flower. I don't know. I'm weird, I guess. So I made those. That's what I made. I made a lot of coasters. Trying to get rid of the cotton yarn that I have. I don't know if I showed this blanket or not. This is a blanket from Fiberflux on YouTube. It's her blooming, I don't remember. You'd have to look it up. It's really easy. I think she has it in like 3 or 4 parts on her, and it's quite a ways down on her playlist, on her videos. But I found it, and it's super easy. It's V-stitches and then some small bobble stitches, but it looks like flowers. It does. It looks like little tulips. I want to say tulips? I think that's the flower I'm thinking of. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I think it's tulips. But yeah, it was a super easy, and it's like crib size. I made it to where it was like crib sized, so it's like a perfect fit for a crib. So it'd be a little like Afghan for a crib, or a little blanket, like a blanket that fits like perfectly in the crib. So I made that, and I don't. Sorry if I've showed that before. I'm not sure. I don't remember what I showed last time. And this is another Fiber Flux. I think this is her Sea Breeze cardigan. I think that's what it's called. And it's in several parts too. Like it's multi-parted video. But it's basically just a, I want to say, what is it? A 6-point granny square? Or a 6-point granny. And you just keep going around and around and make it as big as you need it to be. Make 2 of them. But I use the Red Heart Dreamy yarn for this. But I couldn't, like, it closes, but I couldn't put like a button because it wouldn't, like, it'd be too tight if I tried to put a button, but it does. It fits. I couldn't go any bigger because look at how big my sleeves ended up being. Like if I went any bigger this way, my sleeves would have been even like, they would have been massive, so I didn't do that. This is just for me to wear around like the house or outside if I'm out there and there's a chill, because it's starting to get I mean, it's slowly starting to cool off a little bit, especially in the evenings. So, and this is perfect for wintertime when I'm in the house and I'm crocheting or something. And I want, because the sleeves only come to like right here, so the sleeves won't get in my way when I'm crocheting. So I'm sitting on the couch, I get a chill. I could throw this on and keep crocheting and be nice and toasty. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I didn't make it perfect because it's mine. But it's really cute and it's nice. And the Dreamy yarn was actually not that hard to work with, but frogging it was a nightmare. So I would not suggest trying to frog that yarn. And then, you guys, seriously, this is terrible. I'm horrible. So I bought the Premier Home Cotton Glitz in red, white, and green because I wanted to make a cotton tree skirt. Reason being is because I do have pets. Now, I made a tree skirt last year, and it's the Jada & Stitches tree skirt pattern. But I made a tree skirt last year in acrylic. The problem was it was cheap acrylic, and it fuzzed up when I washed it, and it's still okay, but I feel like if I washing it too many times, because it's so big, I don't want to hand wash it. Like, honestly, like, it's heavy, well, it's not really heavy, it's just big. Like, it's bigger. So I didn't want to have to hand wash it, and I don't really have any place to lay it out to dry. So I just threw it in the wash. And I just put it on air dry, and it still fuzzed up a little bit. So I'm like, that's not going to work, because I have pets and hair gets on it. I mean, I decorate the day after Thanksgiving. Like, my tree goes up. So it's up all the way up to New Year's Day. So the day after Thanksgiving all the way to New Year's Day, my tree is out, my skirt is out, and I have dogs. So the hair gets stuck to it, and then I have to wash it and air dry it to get the hair off of it. So I can put it up and use it again next year. But I figured cotton would be easier, and it wouldn't fuzz up like that, and it'd be, because it's washable and dryable. So, well, this probably isn't dryable, but I air dry anything I throw in there. I put it on gentle cycle in the wash, and then I'll put it on air dry, so there's no heat involved. It's just air running through the dryer. So it's air drying it as if it was outside and it was windy. So that would be okay with this because of the metallic in it. So I bought the Home Glitz for that reason. But the problem is you see what I did here? This is another Jada & Stitches tree skirt. I started doing 6 rows, 6 rows, 6 rows. And when I got to here, into the green, I realized that my tree skirt was getting really big. And I knew what I was doing. I was thinking I had my old Christmas tree, which was massively round. Like, this tree was massive. And it took up so much space that and the dogs would knock stuff off of it with their tail, and it's just, the kids would knock things off of it when they went past and like goofing around. So it was just too big for my living room. Like, it took up too much space. So I was like, I needed a smaller tree. So last year I had went and bought a smaller Christmas tree. Um, so I got a smaller tree. Like, it's still tall. It's just not, it's skinnier, like a skinnier Christmas tree. Um, so when I was making this, I was still thinking, oh, my big old Christmas tree. And then I was like, no, I don't have a big old Christmas tree anymore. I have a skinny Christmas tree now. So I stopped and I'm like, well, I still want to do a couple more. So I did 3 rows, 3 rows, 3 rows. So it looks weird. I don't know. Kind of looks like a flag to me, a little bit. But I don't know. I still put the buttons on it anyways. It's it's for me. It's for my family. My kids don't care. My husband don't care. Nobody cares what it looks like. It looks Christmassy. It's got Christmas colors in it. I guess it works. So, whatever. There's that. I know I'm rambling a lot, you guys. I'm just trying to explain why things are turning out the way they're turning out. I'm trying. So, and then there's like a new like fashion trend that I've noticed with crocheters. Like, I follow some crocheters on I'm in a Facebook group with a bunch of crocheters, and they're doing the cardigan, like the not cardigan, the shawl with the pockets and like fringe at the bottom. So I was like, oh, I want to make one of those. Okay. Problem is, some of them posted like patterns that you can follow. I can't read patterns. I can't. I've tried. I can read super simple patterns, but I don't feel, a lot of them you have to pay for them. I don't want to pay for a pattern that I'm not going to be able to read. It's a waste of my money. I'm sorry. Like, if you can read patterns, by all means support people who print, who have patterns for, really nice patterns for, purchase. But I can't read them, so it's a waste of money for me to buy them if I don't understand them. So I used some ice yarns that I bought. It was ice, I don't remember which one it was. I know it's in salmon, though. I think the color was salmon. But it's the sparkly one. If you guys remember what it was, I did a video on it, an unboxing. But it was a lightweight 3, and this is as wide as it got. I was sad. I was sad. Because it's not as wide as I wanted it to be, and it's just V-stitches. Like, I just came up with it. I was like, V-stitches will work okay with that, and it'd be quick. Because I had to make it so long. I could have went this way and just worked my way back and forth and made it just as long as I needed it to be that way too. Could go either way with it. It's V-stitches. V-stitches are versatile. But I even put the pockets on it. Like, I got pockets. They're pretty deep pockets too. Pockets. I had enough to put some fringe on it at the bottom. It's just not, it's okay. It's just not as wide as wide this way as I wanted it to be. Because, see, look, I feel like it should have been more for a shawl. Like, that's as far down as it goes. I wanted it longer than that. I mean, it still works, though. Sure, somebody would be okay to be, it turned out nice. I just wanted it to be wider, so yeah. There's that. That's what I've been working on. I have a lot more stuff that I'm working on. I'm avoiding a blanket for my bed that I'm working on. I love the pattern. It's a beautiful pattern. It's just, like I said before, I have a king-size bed, so making a blanket to fit my king-size bed is not an easy feat. It's very time-consuming, but I will get it done. I just slowly work on it, and then I'll take a break, work on some small stuff, and then go back to it and work on it some more. Because the pattern is a little tedious and it's so long, or so wide, and then I gotta go so long with it. So anyways, that's enough of my ramblings. Please, no negative comments, only positive vibes, and everybody have a great day.